Good morning, students. Today we will learn about some more adjectives. You can see there is very subtle difference between these adjectives. Many and much, some and any, little, a little and the little, few, a few and the few, latter, latter, latest and last, older, oldest, elder, eldest, nearest and next. So let us start with many and much. Many is used with plural form of countable noun. It indicates a large number of something. For example, were there many people at the party? Much. Much is used to indicate a large quantity of something, and it is used with uncountable nouns. For example, do we have much time? So we can see that in these two words, many and much, many is used for countable nouns and much is used for uncountable nouns. So let us do the exercise. 1. How many or much liters of milk is kept in the big pan? So the answer will be many. Next, 2. The apples did not cost dash many or much. The answer will be much. He had dash hope about this success of the mission. Many or much? The answer will be much. He had much hope about the success of the mission. Next, some and any. Some is generally used in sentences that are affirmative. For example, can I borrow some money? I have some friends. Would you like some milk? Now, note this thing. When we ask a question, we use some if we expect an affirmative sentence, or when we are offering something, or when we are making a request. If we expect an affirmative sentence, only then we use some in a question. Any. Any is generally used in sentences that are negative. For example, I don't have any friends. Do you have any money? Now, when we ask a question, we use any if we expect a negative sentence. So, generally we use some in affirmative sentences and any in negative sentences. And in case of making question, we use some if we expect an affirmative sentence, and we use any if we expect a negative sentence. I hope it is clear. Okay, let us move to the exercise. She brought dash orange juice for me. The answer will be some orange juice for me. There are dash apples in the basket, but not dash guavas. The answer is there are some apples in the basket, but not any guavas. Next, 3. There aren't dash flowers in the vase. There aren't any flowers in the vase. Next, little, a little, and the little. Little is used with uncountable nouns. It indicates almost none or hardly anything. It depicts almost negative meaning. For example, little did I realize how cleverly I had been trapped. Here, the word little means hardly he could realize. Next, a little. A little indicates at least some or a small quantity. It means an individual considers it a small but considerable quantity. It depicts positive sense. For example, I still have a little hope to succeed. A little kindness goes a long way. Next, the little. It means a small quantity which is definite and specific. It depicts negative sense. For example, the little time we spent on reading the text was not enough to be able to answer the questions. Next, few, a few, and the few. Few is used with countable nouns. It indicates almost none. For example, there were a few children in the class. A few indicates at least some. It has a positive meaning. For example, I could answer only a few questions. The few. The few indicates the whole, though very few. For example, the few public gardens that we have are not maintained properly. Fill in the blanks with little, the little, few, a few, or the few. Look at the first sentence. Rita has used dash salt for the 3 scrambled eggs she prepared. Rita has used a little salt. Next, dash apple juice was left in the can as he had finished almost all of it. The answer is the little. Next, dash yogurt that was left was sufficient for her breakfast. The answer is little yogurt that was left was sufficient for her breakfast. The rest will be your homework. Next, later, latter, latest, last. Later. Later and latest are used to indicate time. For example, Rose said that she would call me later. Sunny was always up to date on the latest fashions. Here we can see these two words, later and latest, are indicating time. Next, latter and last are used to denote position. For example, of the two options, I prefer the latter. They caught the last bus. Here we can see these two words, latter and last, are indicating position. Next, older, oldest, elder, eldest. Older and oldest are used to denote age. They are used with both persons and things. She is a couple of years older than him. She is the oldest student in her class. Now, you can see that these words older and oldest are used when we are comparing on the basis of age. But here we can comparing all the students of a class. That means it is not necessary that we have to remember that older and oldest are used to denote age among all. Okay. Next, elder and eldest. Elder and eldest are used with close family relations like sons, daughters, and brothers. For example, Jack is the eldest of 4 brothers. She is my elder sister. Here you can see that we have used elder and eldest in case of only family relation. To denote age within family relation, we will use elder and eldest. And to denote age in general, where there will not be any family relation, we will use older and oldest. Next, nearest and next. Nearest implies distance, whereas next denotes position. For example, the nearest railway station is 2 kilometers away. And example of next is we will get off at the next station. As as and so as. Generally, as as is used with positive statements. We can also use it in negative sentences also. For example, your sister is as smart as you. So as. It is used only in negative sentences. Anik does not play so well as John. So as is used both in positive and negative sentences. But so as is used only in negative sentences. Next, comparative adjectives ending in or. Adjectives like senior, junior, superior, inferior end in or and followed by to, but not than. For example, she is junior to me. We cannot say that she is junior than me. Understand? Okay, next. Some adjectives have no comparative or superlative form like ideal, unique, perfect, full, extreme, entire, cheap. For example, the weather is ideal for the match. We cannot say that the weather is the idealist for the match. Okay? Okay. Now you can see I have made a table so that you can capture it in a better way. When to use what? Which adjective denotes what? Okay? Next, fill in the blanks with the correct degree of adjective given in the brackets. Sonu is the dash member in the family. The answer will be oldest. His dash brother is studying in Delhi. The answer will be younger. Next, he is dash to her in intelligence. The answer will be superior. Next, fill in the blanks with the correct form of adjectives given in the brackets. Who do you think is a dash singer? Sonu Nigam or Sun? The answer will be good. Next, her cat is dash than yours. The answer is cleverer. He is the dash player in our team. The answer is youngest. Next, correct the following sentences. He is the older of all his brothers. Now, the answer will be he is the oldest of all his brothers. Next, my dress is more brighter than yours. The answer is my dress is brighter than yours. Next, he is the wise of all the boys in the class. The answer will be he is the wisest of all the boys in the class. 4. Ritu is best than Shakshi in maths. The answer will be Ritu is better than Shakshi in maths. So, students, the rest of the sentences of your exercise that are undone will be your homework.